Good afternoon, and thank you for this opportunity to apply and interview for your assistant principal position at your school. My name is Justin Price, and I have a very wide and varied background that I think makes me an excellent candidate for your position. I spent 12 years in the Arizona Army National Guard as a full-time soldier. I deployed twice overseas, and during that time I was met with many leadership opportunities and challenges as I worked my way through the ranks before I retired in 2010. I had two overseas deployments, which taught me a lot about working with other people and how to get along. And that just is the beginning of some of my background. I joined or began in education in 2010 and started as a junior high social studies teacher. After working in junior high for 2 years, I moved to the high school where I taught science for a year and a half before moving back into the history department in high school and teaching U.S. and world history. And then now in my current position, I teach United States history, government, and economics in the high school. During my 7 years of educational background, I've had a lot of interaction with parents and students and getting to know how to work with them and to get the most out of them on a daily basis and ensure that they are getting the most out of their educational day that is possible for them. Last year at my school, I was actually the Dean of Students as an administrator, which gave me a lot of knowledge and background and a great look behind the scenes of what it's like to be an administrator already, dealing with parents, dealing with all of the issues that come up, mandatory reporting, FERPA violations, and working with food service, maintenance, transportation departments. I've already had a small glimpse and a snapshot of working in those areas in that part of the school system. So I feel that I have that experience, and being a new assistant principal, I'll be able to step into the position already knowing some of the things that I would like to try to accomplish in that job. As far as becoming an excellent and an equitable school, I feel that one of the major aspects of that is getting to know your students, your staff, and all of the stakeholders for your school. The more you know them and you get to know them and you meet them in the mornings, I believe in meeting them at the gate in the mornings, meeting parents as they drop off their children, working with the students very closely. I think that builds a culture on your campus that leads to excellence in the classroom. A school is much more than the grade on a piece of paper that the Department of Education may give them, but it's the culture on campus and how students and teachers interact with each other and how other stakeholders come on campus and how everyone gets along together that really makes a difference in your grades. As far as being equitable, I learned a lot as the Dean of Students about equity and working with students, and I believe in trying to make sure everything is transparent as possible when working with students and parents. We need to have a very good handbook for the school where our procedures are laid out and everyone can know what to expect from us. Now, of course, like I said, in getting to know students and parents, there are always exceptions to all rules, and it's easier to make those exceptions when you know those who are the staff, students, and parents, and other stakeholders at your school in building that culture. So I think altogether that will make a excellent and equitable school. We will see our academic grades increase. We will see happier students and staff on our campus, knowing that administrators have their back in support of them and what they're doing in the classrooms. And that is my firm belief in how we build this culture to be fair and equitable on our campus. Once again, I thank you for the time to interview for this position today, and I look forward to hearing back from you.